Week 3 of The Artist's Way was all about recovering a sense of power. Now, let's read about what this week covers. This week may find you dealing with unaccustomed bursts of energy and sharp peaks of anger, joy, and grief. You are coming into your power as the illusory hold of your previously accepted limits is shaken. You will be asked to consciously experiment with spiritual open-mindedness. Now, this week was very interesting because I didn't really start to read this week until maybe closer to midway through the week. And so when I came to read what it was like covering, it was so interesting to me because like it talks about anger and talks about shame, it talks about synchronicity. And the interesting thing about it is like I was literally having these emotions pop up for me. I was having these emotions like kind of, I think like poking at me a little bit just to be seen and to be heard. And it was very, very, very interesting. And also like in terms of like synchronicity, like, yeah, it was an interesting week. So we're gonna go into the check-ins, and I'm just gonna be honest, or like a little bit honest, maybe not fully. Okay, forget it. I actually just filmed this video already, like right before this, but I just didn't feel like that was something I wanted to put out into the world. So I'm just redoing it. So yeah, my energy may be a little bit off because I'm like a little bit annoyed with myself that I'm even doing this over. But this, I feel like this opportunity, I feel like this gives me more peace in putting out what I just filmed would. Yeah. So anyway, let's jump into the check-in. How many days this week did you do your morning pages? How was the experience for you? If you skipped a day, why did you skip it? I did morning pages every day. The only thing is that there were some days that I had to wake up at like 4 a.m. So I didn't get to my morning pages until midday. So they were more like afternoon pages. But I still wrote them. I still got them done. 3 pages of whatnot. So I'm starting to notice that the morning pages are becoming like, and I don't know if this is because I read a lot of memoirs and I've been reading memoirs a lot lately, but it's almost like I'm starting to write my morning pages like as if I'm narrating my own life. And that is, I don't know, it's made it a little bit more fun because sometimes it does get a little bit of a drag to like get through 3 pages of something, especially like if your brain is kind of fresh and you don't have something very specific to talk about. It helps to put it in the thoughts of like narration. Number 2, did you do your artist date this week? What did you do? How did you feel? So for my artist date this week, I decided to give myself a new wardrobe. I recently was looking in my closet and I just felt so disconnected from everything that was in there. It just isn't me anymore. And I understand when people have full closets of stuff and they're still like, I have nothing to wear, because that's how I feel. I wear maybe 10% of the clothes that I have. Like I have a lot of clothes, but I barely wear them. Like it doesn't make any sense to me anymore. Like I don't know how it ever made sense, but it doesn't make any sense to me anymore. So I went on a little shopping spree for myself and I got a bunch of cute new clothes and outfits that my artist self absolutely loves. And yeah, it feels nice. Like I basically played like dress up with myself, and which I feel like I honestly might do that again today. I might do that again because I got some cute stuff and I liked trying it on, so I'll probably do that again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe not. Did you experience any synchronicity this week? What was it? So the thing is, I have experienced almost non-stop synchronicity for like 3 years straight. So I haven't really noticed if it's been out of the ordinary. Well, I will say that there was one day where it was very, very, very weird. And I don't even want to say like what exactly it was about because it's like very personal. But it was just very eerie. And it's just wild that, yeah, it's wild. But one that I will talk about though is that there was an event at my job this week and they had a bunch of banners for it up like everywhere, and they all had phrases on the banners, and every phrase that I saw was directly something that I needed to hear, like a direct thing that I feel like I keep coming back into contact with, of like, this thing is important. Like, this is, I need to do this thing, or I need to know this thing, or I need to like master this thing. I need to embrace this thing, you know? So that was pretty interesting. But like I said, it's gotten to the point for me where it's a little bit normal for me to see things that just align. And I've just, at this point, I don't pay too much mind, but whatever. Were there any other issues this week that you consider significant for your recovery? Describe them. I haven't been working on my EP very much. I may have worked on it one day this week, at least the musical side of it. And I think that it's because I'm so close to being done that the doubt is starting to creep in of like, okay, but is this really good? And is this really what you want to share? Like, are you sure you want to put this out? You know, like that annoying, doubtful ass voice has crept its way in, and that's what it's like. It's like, are you sure that you want to do this? Like, are you sure? So yeah, I've been tackling that, and yeah, that's been what I've been facing this week. And also, I do feel like I'm making a lot of more internal breakthroughs, and I've been feeling a sense of something brewing, like a change, a shift, a something. I feel it within me. And usually when this feeling happens inside of me, it's like something outwardly is soon to come to change or to align with the change that I feel inside. So I'm not sure what it is, but it's usually something. And if I've learned anything, I've learned that my gut and my instinct usually is on to something. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this here because like I said, I filmed this already and this is the second version of it. So I feel like I kind of flew through that a little bit quicker than I normally would have. Yeah, I do feel like this journey is helping me to dive into, you know, where my creativity has been blocked, like where my blockers are, and bringing them to the forefront. And it's actually really amazing to read along with it as I'm experiencing the things that are being spoken about. Like Julia did her big one with this. She did her big one. And it was actually so funny. My counselor, therapist this week brought up this book to me, and she had no idea that I was already reading it. Like, she brought this up to me, and it was just actually, it was a crazy moment, because she brought this up, and like I literally just like stared at her and smiled for like a couple seconds, which I'm like, oh, that's a little weird now that I think about it. But I smiled at her for like a couple seconds because I'm like, dude, I'm already reading it. Like, it was a crazy moment. But okay, I'm gonna go.